I fist bump people on the weekend. I go downtown, like I just stand on a corner where bars intersect and I just bump people. I do this every Friday, Saturday, all night. It's my way of socializing and people don't seem to get it. I've been hit on by both genders. I mean, I've had a girl whisper in my ear, I need to experience you. And it's cool that somebody wants to have sex with me, but I just brush them all off and I'm like, no, I'm okay. It's just a fist bump. Don't overthink it. I've made out with a girl before, but like, I kind of bled all over her face. Like, I had an anime moment.
So would you say this has been a successful way of socializing for you?
Most people are really chill. I've had a guy spit on my hand, but I don't escalate stuff because I don't know if they can fight, and I don't want any trouble with the police.
I guess none of this is any worse of a way of socializing than dressing up as a gecko to talk to people.
That's the realest shit ever, yo.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Nah, that's cool, bro. I like that. Like, just, like I said, like, that's that dude's way of socializing. Like, he doesn't spend any money.
Nah,
You know,
fist
so-
bumping on the corner is free.
Fist bumping on the corner is free, bro. And, like, more or less, he's spreading love. He's just like, you know, I imagine you just post up on the corner and it's just like, oh, hope you're having a good night. And you're just like, yo, fist bump. And then, like, who doesn't, like, that's just a good move. Like, man, I go up to toddlers and I'd be like, fist bump. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
I feel like I wish I could do that, like, all the time. Because I think he and I both suffer from a certain social anxiety in the sense where it's like, you know what I mean? I've never bled on anybody's face. You know what I mean? Probably never will, all right?
that crack.
I ain't no anime.
Bro.
See, he a little bit of a, too much of a goon for me in that respect, all right? But it's in the fact where it's like, yo, bro, like, I do appreciate the human presence. Like, I do appreciate human kindness and, like, human activity and, like, interaction and compassion and joy or whatever. But I do feel like but certain social situations, social experiences definitely overwhelm me in the sense where it's like sometimes I don't like being in a conversation for too long because I just feel where I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I start like, what do we do now? What happens next?
Yeah, I wish it was like a get out of jail free card where you could just be like, yeah, emotionally collect out of this conversation. No disrespect. Here's my card, and then just leave. You know what I'm saying? Like,
honestly though, some people though, it's cool because you know what I learned as I get older is that other people feel the same way. Where it's like, all right, cool, we chatted up, we both agree to end this conversation right here and kind of go about our business.
yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? It was nice talking to you for a minute or two. You know what I'm saying? But then the fist bumping, bro, that just feels amazing, bro. When I like my students come in to class and they're like coming in to file, bro, and I just go, and it's just, I'm just like, yup.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, damn, I gotta actually talk to you guys.
See, bro, I feel the same way with like certain customers that come in, they give me a head nod. I'm like, yo, how we doing today? And they're like, all good, player. I'm like, oh man, what's happening, bro? Like, talk to me. Like, I'm willing to help you.
Yeah.
You know, but if you come in and it's like, how we doing? I'm doing good today, man. Can I help you with anything? Yeah, I'll look around. All right. But if you hit me with that, I'm doing good, bro. I'm like, me and this guy locked in.
You do a lot just by like being kind and like being open and expressive with people. You know what I'm saying? Like just saying hi. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It lightens the mood because I do feel like there's always a certain tension in certain social interactions because we're always like anticipating or like there's always an unexpected element. Like, you know, I talked about in another video where I was on the train with this dude and, you know, we just started chatting it up and out of nowhere he's like, yeah, man, I jerk off at least once a day. And I'm like, unexpected, threw me for left field. I did not know how to respond to that. I'm like, that had nothing to do with the conversation. I mean, I guess it answered my question, but that was a weird thing to tell me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? There is always that. So when you do approach somebody with like a positive, open demeanor, you know what I'm saying? It just opens the door. Because even though that dude definitely got weird in that conversation on the train, talking about...
He overshared, but you made him feel comfortable enough to overshare.
Yeah, and even the way he initiated the conversation, he was like, yo, bro, how you doing? And I was like, oh, man, I'm good. How you doing, bro? And then he was like, yo, come around on this side, bro, and we'll just chat on the table. You know what I'm saying? So we sit on the table and we just chat. You know what I'm saying? And I talked to him the whole ride, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, bro, you know, there were definitely, even in that conversation, even though it was like, you know, open and inviting, we had tense moments where I'm like, what are we about to do right now? What are you about to do right now, bro? At the same time, remember, this is a stranger. You know what I'm saying? He got a backpack. I don't know what he got in the backpack. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where he came from. I don't know if he drunk, if he on substances, whatever the hell, right? I'm being open and friendly, but I'm also like, half of me is also like, one eye open, like, watch him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like that dude where he was like, you know, well, there's one side, he's like, yeah, this dude spit on my hand. People are going to be like that, bro. You are literally going to extend your hand to them, and whether it's kindness, whether it's for a handshake, you know what I'm saying? And they will spit on it.
That is disgusting.
And like metaphorically and physically, you know what I'm saying? Like some people just aren't grateful. And that's okay. Because on the flip side of that, there's girls that are just like, I've never seen anybody do this. Like, I need to experience you. What is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, Shorty's probably off the molly, let's be honest.
The variable of his experience ranged from
so far. You know what I'm saying?
He literally got invitations to sex and he got spit on.
Yeah.
Disrespectfully. And it's like,
I was gonna say, yeah, you got
everything. You got everything, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that whole range of experiences. And like, nah, that's wild.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, if I was me, that would actually be a cool recharge. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I would get energy from like very just.
Yeah, man. If I lived in the city, I would probably do that. Like there was one time I did like this little I did some show with a coworker of mine, and after, you know, we're in the city, so they're kind of older, you know, but they're still friends of mine. You know, friendship has no age limit. But they're like, you know, Nick, we're gonna wrap up the night, and I'm like, man, I've never been to this city. I see a bunch of people walking to the left. They walk down the street to the car. I look right, I look left. I take a left, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I want to experience something new. I want to talk to people. I just want to spread love. And I'm standing in the line. And I'm just hanging out. I'm just, you know, waiting to get in. So a bunch of college dudes pull up. And they're like, yo, you with anybody? And I was like, bro, say you with me. You can cut in front of me. And he's like, yo, I'm with you for the night, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's that easy. You just extend a little kindness. And that dude, I'm not from the area. He told me he's like, yo, this spot, they do this. Over here, there's music. This bar is cheaper than that bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all because I was just like, yo, man, you say you with me? I got you. Yeah. And so he got me.
Yeah.
And sometimes people can be that kind and that nice. And like, I didn't even want to go in. I was like, man, I got my dose of social interaction of, you know, and now I know what's good in the area. I don't even have to go inside and get a drink and waste money or force flex or, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what I wanted. I wanted somebody from the city I didn't know to interact with me and show me love.
Yeah. And you got that. And like, you earned a lot, and that person earned a lot, and you only gave up a little bit. Like, it doesn't cost much to just kind of be kind and, like, talk to somebody and, like, make friends, right? I get it, some people are weird. You know what I'm saying? I also understand it may be different for
approach
for women, you know what I mean? Like, as a guy, we might not feel as threatened by strangers, you know what I'm saying, in different scenarios, right? You know, not every time, but sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I had one of my homegirls tell me, like, yeah, man, I'd be uncomfortable to ride the bus. I'm like, why? I'm like, yo, because what if I get attacked? I'm like, yeah, I ain't never worried about that on the bus.
Yeah, that don't even cross my mind. Or, brother, there was one time some chick was like, oh, like, anytime I get into my car, especially in the winter, like, I always look in the back seat before I unlock my door.
That has never occurred to me.
Bro, that has never occurred to me. Now I get in my car and I just double check the back seat real quick. Because I'm like, damn, that's a rational fear for them to have. Like, I don't think that's a rational thing that's out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like you're saying, there's two sides to every, you know, to the spectrum of kindness, right? It's like people can be the most nice and give out free fist bumps, and some people will break into cars and camp in the back seat. Like
that's also why I think, like, it's one of those things where you kind of gotta, as the social interactor, you do gotta brush off the good and the bad. Whereas, like, yo, sometimes somebody's not interacting with you positively, not necessarily because of you, but because of some other experiences they might have, right? Does that make it, like, totally okay? I don't think so, right? I think there are cases where it's like, yeah, you are traumatized, but if it's stopping you from interacting with a large spectrum of people, then you got to address that, bro.
Yeah, then you're limiting yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Right? But it's to say, whereas, like, as the social interactor, yeah, you got to, like, brush off some of those more negative or indifferent interactions, because it's like people are people, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, thanks for watching. If you want to see us get the hell out of my bedroom and into a studio, make sure you like and subscribe. Help us out with that algorithm, you heard me?
Devious pause, bro.
Oh, yeah.